to retire permanently from the warden position. He doesn't know what he's going to do next, but he feels that his health problems stop him from doing the job properly. If I'm being honest, I always counted on him coming back. I told him that I felt like I was just keeping his seat warm. I think we both knew that his recovery was going too slowly for this to be a short-term thing. He seems confident that we've got this situation covered. More confident than I am, actually. We just need to keep pushing on. Let's find Bodden and bring her home safely. Look, that's definitely her gear. There's a yoga mat and everything. Is that a journal? Normally I wouldn't recommend this, but maybe we should see if she's written anything that can help. That's a lot to take in. Did she say she heard noises from the tree line? Let's check it out. I'll be honest, I'm really worried about her now. Footprints. I can't believe it. We followed. We were so close. I need to tell the police. I should... Okay, first things first. I need to get it together. How you doing? Are you okay? I'm sorry that you're having to deal with this firsthand. I need to deal with this. But there hasn't been a death in the reserve for almost a decade. I'm gonna call my dad, so he can talk me through the next steps. Before I start making arrangements, there's something I'd like you to do for me, if you think you're up to it. In her journal, Bodden mentions winning the trip out here. In all this drama, I forgot that she wasn't just here with the retreat. She was planning on staying a little longer at one of our outposts. There was something strange about the booking. I'm gonna make some calls now, but I'd like you to go to the outpost she was going to stay at. I have an uneasy feeling about why she was here. I can't quite explain it, but I don't think it was her idea to come here. got an update for you. I was speaking with the deputy about Bodden, and she's gonna send an officer up to secure the scene, take pictures, etc. Do you remember the truck that we spotted leaving the reserve just before we locked it down? Well, the deputy had some news. Turns out that the truck was stolen from a college campus in Denver just a couple of weeks ago. It gets stranger. The sheriff just got a call from a patrolman in the next county over. The truck has been found on fire, abandoned in the middle of nowhere. It was an anonymous tip-off. I'm not an expert, but I bet that truck was the escape vehicle for our culprits. I'll let you know if the police find anything new. I need you to look for any signs that she came here with an agenda that might tie into the problems we're having. Be respectful, though. Didn't we already find Bodden's phone in the woods? Ghost town and dig site? No. I don't believe it. Her luggage. I guess it's just clothes and things. No need to open it up. That's the gear from the dig site, isn't it? Look, there's the rock saw. Did they take the blade off for safety, maybe? There's a rifle in there, too? No hunter's leaving something like that lying around. I'll be honest with you. I'm struggling to keep myself under control. Not only has someone been terrorizing the reserve, but they plan to pin it on someone else. You know, my dad said that there's a spiritual reason for what's going on. What I believe is that people have tried to hurt us, and innocents are getting caught in the middle. And the worst thing is that I have no idea who's behind it. Composure. That's what we need now. We got a response from APAR. They are denying all connections to what's happening here. They say that, while they have sadly been forced to euthanize animals in the past, none of their operations would ever condone the sorts of animal mistreatment that were reported. This never seemed like their MO to begin with. They kill shelter animals because they feel it's more humane than the alternative. They don't come out here to do it. Oh, and to make things even worse, I keep getting voicemails from Bobby Joe Jefferson asking me to call him back. We were able to trace the payment for Bodden's accommodation. You ready for this? It came from a Green Enterprises. The company was dissolved 3 days ago. Seems like the person behind Bodden's choice to come here was also the one who gave the go-ahead to rip up our railway. That's it. I've had enough from Bobby Joe. I'm gonna call him back and tell him that it's not the time. Give me a minute. I have a job for you. I'm sending you details of a spot I want you to visit, but I need to deal with something just now.
Just a giant flash of light.
I'll call you back once I'm done.
is the... Where the crabs... I guess... Where did a crab his sensitivity? Oh, there it is. That's better.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but Bobby Joe may have solved the case. Do you recall the uranium mine that he was camped beside? It turns out that he was camping there because he was convinced that it was hosting some government conspiracy. Well, it turns out that someone had been up to visit the site on more than one occasion. The last time they visited, they came with a truck. Bobby was suspicious, so he tailed the truck as it moved around the reserve. Just before they
Might
left
be
the
some
reserve,
animals around here.
Bobby lost sight of
Can't
it as it
tell.
disappeared into the woods. Before Bobby could figure out where it had gone, the truck returned to the road and drove out of the reserve. Bobby kept tailing them.
Yeah, there's no animals. Crap.
Once they were out of the county, the driver jumped out, grabbed a jerry can from the back, and doused the truck in gasoline before setting it on fire.
Crap.
Bobby swears to me that the guy who got out of the truck is William Simpkins Jr.
This one's a different color.
Shortly afterwards, he was picked up by someone in a car that matches the description of Junior's best friend. You remember the old chairman I told you about? That's William Simpkins Sr. This is his son. Went to school with him after he got himself kicked out of his fancy prep school. Junior was pretty horrible to everyone at school, but he was especially nasty to Bobby. I won't go into details, but I wouldn't be surprised if Bobby holds a grudge. The spot I'm sending you to is the place where Bobby says the truck took a detour before leaving the reserve. The driver desperately needed to get out of here, so why take a detour unless it was absolutely essential?
What the crap? Why'd you send me my own thing? What the... what the crap? Why'd you send me my own thing? Oh. It's texting when you're driving, so that makes sense. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. I need to find like a bear or something.
There's the break in the trees. There should be some tracks for you to follow.
Where? There are no tracks here. Crap. There's no tracks here. Oh! Monkey. Oh, yep, the monkey. I shot the monkey. I was gonna keep birdshot. If I just keep birdshot, that'll work. Oh, yep. It hit the monkey. Somehow, I didn't even hit it. I don't even know how to silver. I didn't even hit it with the right caliber. No. Okay, gotta follow the tracks. Yeah. Yeah, we can go ahead and get on there. Alright. Go ahead and get on there and I will.